welcome to the Iron Warrior Cosplay Workshop with me, Iron Warrior Cosplay, for my first video of 2026. Happy New Year to you all from me, Iron Warrior Cosplay. I'm very, very excited. 2026 is already off to a big start. I'm doing a huge blitz of the workshop at the moment, and I'm going to get everything ready for what's to come for 2026. Now, 2026, I normally do an end of year post. I'll do this big end of year post. I type it all out and I get it checked and I go through it a million times and then I post it. This year has been different. I have not only been working 12-hour shifts, I've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I've had Christmas and family has come over and this and that and the other. It's been difficult, so I've not done it. This time I'm going to do this. This is a video, basically an end of year, a beginning of year video. It's going to be really, really fun. So let's begin. So for this video for 2026, I wanted to start by saying thank you to you all for everything you guys did for me last year. I'm really, really grateful for it. And in 2026, I have some goals I want to achieve. And the first goal I want to achieve is I'm going to buy a van. A van is the main thing I'm going to do for 2026 because a bunch of events are coming up and I have asked if I could go to them. I've had events contact me. I've contacted them. They have said, yes, come along, bring your space marine. Slight problem there is I don't have a van. I have a car, and the car's terrible. I hate my car. But I had a van before, and now I don't have a van. So my first goal for 2026 is to buy a van so I can take the two events and actually do cosplay and do Comic-Cons and stuff, because that's what I want to do. Last year, 2025, I took a step back from doing a lot of events and stuff and focused on prop making and doing a few more streams. Now, with that, I'm really happy to say that my list of goals is pretty straightforward for 2026, but number one, like I said, is to get a van. With that being said, there are some other things coming 2026 that are completely changing from last year. I went to YouTube to do streaming. I've kind of enjoyed it. I've also really not enjoyed it. There's been a lot of positives and a lot of negatives between YouTube and Twitch. I'm going to go back to Twitch. I mentioned it on my stream that I was going to make my mind up, and essentially I've made my mind up. I'm going back to Twitch. The reason I'm going back to Twitch is they're a lot more lackadaisy. They're a bit more, they're not as anal. They haven't got a ton of AI stuff happening. They haven't got a load of copyright stuff happening constantly. The fact is, I was doing a stream where I was painting my lasgun, and as many of you know who are on the stream, I was painting my lasgun on the stream, and they just shut my stream down. YouTube just shut it down. I was like, what's happened? I had to go over to my PC, and the whole screen had gone black, and it was basically saying you showed a firearm on stream, you're in the entertainment category, yada, 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 and it gave me a ban, essentially, I think it was 48 hours or 3 days I couldn't stream for. So that affected my income. And that wasn't great, and that affected my ability to stream and paint and do prop stuff. So I did a lot of it off stream, which is not as fun. So that got me really annoyed. That was like strike one. Then they did it again, even when I changed category and put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video and in my description, basically saying that these are fake firearms. There's nothing in them. It's just they're foam, they're props. They don't fire. They're literally made of EVA foam, PVC pipes, and a few metal bars and lollipop sticks and shit like that. But YouTube didn't want to know. They didn't listen. The person I contacted via email, they were like, yeah, but this, and oh yeah, but the AI thought, and we thought it was a real gun, and I'm like, okay, but I've shown you all the evidence you need to see that it's not real, but they didn't want to listen. They just don't care. So that bugged me. So that happening twice, not great. The amount of times I've used license-free, copyright-free music, and YouTube has basically said, you can't monetize video, this music belongs to this person. And I'm like, okay, what's the track? I'll listen to the track that they think is the music I've used, and it isn't. It's YouTube's algorithm got it wrong, or YouTube's AI got it wrong, and I've had to dispute it. Some of them I've gotten back, some of them I haven't. A bunch of my shorts got taken down. I've had to get those put back up. I've had to fight YouTube the whole time I've been using it. And it's not fun. With that being said, I've decided to basically put my foot down and say, screw it, I'm going back to Twitch. Twitch is going to be the new home of Iron Warrior Cosplay, or the old home of Iron Warrior Cosplay. I'm moving home. But basically, it's just, Twitch was a lot less finicky about a lot of stuff. I could show my props and stuff on there without any sort of backlash or anything, because Twitch isn't as anal as YouTube about like what you show on stream, especially when it comes to props. A lot of my fellow cosplayers also stream on Twitch, and they show a lot of props, like even almost real, very real looking weapons, and they don't get demonetized or they don't get kicked off Twitch or anything. So that's great. So I'm going to go back to Twitch for that reason. Also, audio and music and stuff on OBS with YouTube, you can't split the audio. Whatever goes out to YouTube it's just everything goes out to YouTube. You can't tell it what to and not go to YouTube in terms of the audio and what is saved. So what I've looked at on Twitch, thanks to my friend Nick from Sneaky Zebra, Live Action Pixel, he has shown me that you can split the audio. So when I say that, I mean, for example, if I played a licensed copyright song, let's say something from Rammstein that I really like, let's say I played that, you can make it so that it goes out to Twitch and everyone can hear it, but when the stream is over and the VOD is saved, that music is not there. It's muted. It doesn't exist. It never existed. And the only music that plays is whatever I've decided to put in the background, but muted for you guys, but the VOD can still hear it. So that's really clever. So that'll help me with playing different music, playing stuff I'd rather be playing, some just music that is just not the Wii music. I really want to thank Rogue Hobbies as well. She gave me a bunch of music from her library, but I've played that music on loop for so long. I just want to pump some new music and new tunes into my streams without getting copyright claims. Luckily for me as well, with what Twitch does and what happens with the VOD when I've saved it, is I can upload it to YouTube without any issues. I still have to watch out about what I show on stream, but with the VODs on Twitch, when I do download them, I could just quickly edit them. I say quickly, they're like 2.5, 3 hour streams, so they can be a bit difficult with that. But nonetheless, I'm basically going back to Twitch, and that's it. It's going to be Iron Warrior Cosplay on Twitch, so it's my channel's still there. I'm going to go back onto it, and essentially, hopefully, everything will run as smooth as it has done on YouTube. Things have run a lot smoother on YouTube than they did on Twitch originally, but then I was just starting on Twitch, so I'm hoping things will eventually get back to being normal and being better. Now, moving on from Twitch and YouTube, I have decided that this is the year the Grey Knight will be complete. The Grey Knight is a cosplay that I've had sitting on my shelf for some time. I didn't build it, I'm repairing it and modifying it and getting it back to sort of wearable condition. It might not be like 100% perfect, but it will be a wearable cosplay that someone can walk around in. With that being said, I have also made the decision to sell the Grey Knight cosplay after I have finished it. I'm going to take it to an event or two. I'm going to do some videos and stuff in it. I'm going to get it all sort of basically catalogued. Everything will be done, all the whole build process and everything. And then if somebody wants to buy it in the UK only, they can come along, they can buy the suit, and they can take it off and enjoy being a Grey Knight Terminator. Because basically I have 2 new cosplays I want to build over the next few years, and I have no space for them. And space is something that I'm very quickly running out of. Eventually, I would like to get my own workshop, like solo, like the entire workshop just for me. This is a shared workshop with my old man, and it's just not something I don't get a shit ton of space to store things. I get plenty of workspace, but I don't get enough space to put the things I've built away ready for when I want to use them. So we built this giant shelf ages ago. The giant shelf is behind this thing, and it's great and everything, but it's full. It's got a Space Marine on it, it's got an Iron Warrior Space Marine on it, it's got a Grey Knight Terminator on it, it's got all my props on it, and it takes up a lot of room. The Grey Knight is a big cosplay. So my plan now is to get that down, make it a wearable costume, and if someone wants to buy it, they can come down, contact me, and they can buy that Space Marine. So basically, that's it. The big announcement was I'm moving back to Twitch. The Grey Knight will be the main thing I focus on this year, other than doing a few events. And there'll be a few of the little props and cosplays and stuff in the middle. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's everything I want to do for this year. Obviously, there's a lot of little things happening in between. There'll still be streams. The Iron Warrior Cosplay Q&A is coming back. I'm doing an Iron Warrior Cosplay Q&A Classics, where I'm going back to season 1. I'm hopefully going to do some new seasons and get some new guests in. I'm hopefully, I'm going to start my podcast. That'd be really cool. I'd love to get a podcast done, get some people on, talk cosplay, talk minis, talk a bunch of stuff really, and get that done. I'll have to get someone to help me edit those because I've not really done a podcast before. But the Iron Warrior Cosplay Q&A is something I really want to get back into doing. I want to start my podcast called the Cast Iron Podcast. And yeah, I'd love to do some things I've not really done before. And what I've not really done before on stream is painting minis. I am not great at painting minis in any way, shape or form. I can do a basic paint job and that's it. But I'm hoping to do some painting streams. I'm hoping to get some new cameras and some better lighting. There's a few things I want to do. If I can as well, I can get a few guests on and paint along with them. That'd be really cool. So there's a few things I want to do there. But like I said, number one on my list is buy a van so that I can start doing more Comic-Cons this year. And I've already got a bunch lined up. I just need to get a van sorted. Once that's done, I can then start going back, getting the Grey Knight sorted, getting my streams back up and running. It's going to be so cool. I'm really excited for it. I believe I've said March is when I'm coming back to streaming, but there will be a test stream or two before then so I can get Twitch back up and running and get everything sorted audio-wise. But other than that, that is pretty much it for the end of year update. I really hope you guys are excited because I know I am. There's so much I want to do. There's a bunch of collaborations I want to do. There's just so much going on now that I just want to really get back into it and just put my foot down and just properly get back into doing events and cosplay and stuff. It's just so exciting. That year off I did was so worth it. It was so worth it. But from me, I'm Warrior Cosplay. I shall see you in the next video. Thank you so much again. Happy New Year. I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now.